Good morning, folks. This is Deb. You know, there are an awful lot of happy people on social media this morning talking about how Kristi Noem has been kicked to the curb, blah, 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 blah. And you know what? I get it because we have to take our wins where we can get them. But there are some things we should never forget, okay? We should never forget, all right? She was not kicked to the curb because her goons invaded American cities for no reason, turned guns on American citizens for no reason, committed murder in the streets of the United States and go unpunished at this point. And she defended them, tearing children away from their families and putting them in disgusting, dirty detention centers without access to food and clean water. Okay. Um, Taking people out of their literal their literal immigration meetings where they were becoming citizens, deporting people to gulags in the United States, building concentration camps in this country. Okay? Kristi Noem wasn't kicked to the curb for all of those reasons. All of those reasons are acceptable in America now because the giant orange shitbag that she reports to is the man who pulls the strings and the man who calls the shots. And the reason that Kristi Noem was kicked to the curb was because she was having sex with Corey Lewandowski. Okay? That made Trump look bad. And that's all Donald Trump really gives a shit about. He does not care about the American people. He hates immigrants. He's a racist. He's a bigot. He's a vile individual who does not care about America or what America is supposed to be about. And Kristi Noem is nothing more than his enabler, like the rest of the Republican Party. Okay? The person that takes Kristi Noem's place will continue to do exactly what she has been doing. The person who takes Kristi Noem's place will be just as bad and possibly worse than her. And don't think it can't get worse than it is here right now. So let me reiterate something for the benefit of the American people. We have 242 days to the midterms. Okay. All I see is things like, uh, you know, oh, the 2028 presidential election. Oh, Gavin Newsom for president. We don't even want to talk about Gavin Newsom. Okay. That's a whole separate subject. All right. He's not going to be the only candidate, and he is not the best candidate. And he is not, by the way, the designated candidate yet. This is 2026. Okay. In 242 days, we have the midterms. Okay? If we fail and leave the Republican Party in power, the next voting cycle, November 3rd, 2026, then there will be no 2028 election. You can forget it. So you should put that right out of your head. That shouldn't even be a concern right now. What you should be focused on is getting the vote out because 90 million Americans sat on their asses last November and allowed all of this to happen. Okay? That was the only landslide in the last presidential election. The 90 million people who didn't bother to register and vote. Okay? They literally thumbed their noses at the Constitution. And then they're out there complaining on social media. You know what? Understand this, okay? This is on us now. We either do this or we don't do this. And then we have nobody to blame but ourselves. But we should never forget this, okay? Kristi Noem is just a sacrificial lamb, okay? Whatever image she's supposed to be portraying as Donald Trump being responsible, he's not. Okay? He's not. All he's worried about is that she was having sex with someone who was a staffer. And it made him look bad. A man who is an adjudicated rapist is all over the Epstein files. And that's what he's really worried about, actually. Don't forget it, okay? Don't forget any of it. Celebrate, but this is not a victory. I will talk to you all later.